There are days when it feels like your energy switch just won't flip on. You sit there, stuck in neutral, unable to even start what's in front of you. But here's something to consider. What you do outside of work might be the hidden driver of how well you actually perform at work. Let's zoom in on a typical scenario. It's 10:30 a.m. Notifications keep lighting up your phone. Your inbox is overflowing. There's a ping from your manager, a calendar reminder, and your third cup of coffee isn't helping anymore. You feel wired but tired. Is this burnout, low motivation, or something deeper? What you may be dealing with is something called allostatic load. It refers to the toll your body and mind take when constantly responding to external stress. Over time, if you don't reset, this wear and tear builds up like static in your nervous system. And most people carry that overload day after day without ever clearing it. Think about it like this. If someone were to keep doing shoulder presses at the gym without taking breaks, eventually their muscles would fail. But with rest in between, the muscles get stronger. Your nervous system works the same way. When the stress never stops, your body remains in overdrive, pumping out hormones like cortisol and adrenaline that throw off your internal balance and cloud your thinking. And when that balance is disrupted, your performance drops like trying to run with bricks in your shoes. On the flip side, when your brain is in flow, focused, creative, and effective, it's because the chemistry in your body is just right. Chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine are working in harmony. But that harmony becomes nearly impossible if your nervous system is overloaded. So what's the fix? You need to learn how to consistently lower your allostatic load so that your mind and body don't break down, but build up instead. Here are 3 ways to start doing just that. By learning to manage your biology, you'll stop working against yourself and start using your body as a tool to move you forward, like what we call an executive athlete. To give you some context, there's an analogy from an article in the Harvard Business Review by Jim Loehr and Tony Schwartz. Consider how professional athletes operate. They spend most of their time training and only a small portion actually competing. Their training is intentional. They rest on purpose. They have off seasons. Now compare that to the typical professional or entrepreneur. Long work days, barely any time to recover, and the expectation to operate at peak output all year long. It's like asking someone to sprint a marathon. It's no wonder burnout is so common. The difference? Top performers don't just manage their time, they manage their energy. They understand that energy is the fuel behind every important task. So, the first skill to develop is knowing how to recover on purpose. Think of your best workout. You're pushing hard, muscles burning, sweat pouring. But the real growth doesn't happen on the gym floor. It happens afterward. That's called supercompensation. Your body rebuilds itself stronger than before during recovery. Without that downtime, there's no growth, only breakdown. And if you never push at all, the system atrophies. You need both. But here's where most people go wrong. They think relaxation is the same as recovery. They're not. Let's say after a long day you kick back with a show or scroll your phone with a snack in hand. It's relaxing, sure, but it doesn't clear the stress hormones in your body or replenish the chemicals your brain needs. You feel mentally checked out, but your nervous system is still buzzing. Instead, what you need is active recovery, activities that actively trigger healing, restoration, and nervous system reset. This taps into the parasympathetic system, what we call rest stand digest mode. It's the body's built-in counterbalance to stress. Here's what to try. Breath work, structured breathing, like box breathing or the 4-7-8 method, can calm your nerves in just minutes. It's like a manual override for your stress response. It's great for those who find meditation frustrating because it's physical, not just mental. Cold exposure, ice baths, or cold showers may sound miserable, but they can do wonders. Cold plunges increase norepinephrine, which boosts mood, sharpens focus, and resets your system. It's not relaxing, but it's highly restorative. Heat exposure, saunas and hot baths promote circulation and help detoxify the body. Regular heat exposure can be surprisingly powerful for long-term energy management. Soft tissue work, foam rolling, massage, or pressure point therapy help release physical tension that stores up in the body during high-stress days. Nature walks, spending time outdoors, especially in wide, open spaces, naturally calms the mind. Research even shows that looking at the horizon in nature can lower stress levels. Exercise. Movement boosts blood flow, clears metabolic waste, and produces endorphins. Even a 20-minute walk can be more effective than another hour in front of screen. Sleep. Don't underestimate it. During sleep, your brain detoxifies, stores memories, and resets your emotional circuits. Quality sleep is a biological power-up. So how do you know if what you're doing is working? Use these two filters. Objectively, your heart rate variability should improve over time. HRV is one of the best indicators of stress versus recovery. If it's going up, your body is adapting well. Subjectively, you should feel like you just came back from a weekend getaway, even if it was just a 2-hour recovery block. You know it's real recovery when it gives you that fresh, reset feeling. Here's a pro tip. Try stacking a few recovery activities together. For example, go for a walk in nature, followed by breath work and a cold shower. You'll be shocked how clear and refreshed your mind feels, like you took a mini vacation. And if you're someone who thrives on hustle and prides yourself on being the hardest worker in the room, here's what I want you to remember. Recovery is not the opposite of work. Recovery is work. Because only when your biology is aligned can you operate at full capacity. And that's when you'll stop grinding and start growing.